It's time for Contessa's Court with Wanda Julian. Wanda owns, creates, and runs 7 magazines. Each magazine is focused on health, beauty, and luxury. Her business motto is to share beauty and goodwill with the world. Now, it's time for the show, Contessa's Court.
Hi, everybody. It's Wanda. I'm going to bring on our guest today. Her name is Michelle.
Hi, Wanda.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's so lovely to have you. So I'm going to tuck my hair back so it doesn't bug me because it's bugging me. Do you see that one curl? It's like, what?
I actually put mine down so that you can. I have that Clara DeVille gray spots.
Oh, it's okay. I got gray all over into my hair, but that's okay.
That's only 2 places that they are.
Oh, well, I had it all cute, and then it decided, I don't know, it was bugging me. You know how hair is. It's like, whatever. So lovely to have you.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here. And can you share with our listeners a little about yourself and your business? Businesses for you.
Okay, so let's see where I begin. So I am actually a nurse, a registered nurse by trade. I started out in 2000. I graduated, and then I worked as a nurse in several different areas. I did pediatrics all the way to adults, and then I've lived all over. I was born and raised in Oregon, moved to Southern California, was there for about 10 years. That's where I actually went and got my master's degree in nursing education. So I was able to get that. And then I taught for a little while. But I've worked in every different area of nursing too. So nursing is my passion. However, I have always been an entrepreneur at heart.
Me too.
I literally, I was a newspaper person when I was, newspaper kid, at 11. And what else did I do? I was always, selling makeup. I sold makeup, I think, when I was 21. And, so I've always just wanted to do something different. And, always wanted to kind of be my own boss and all that stuff. And, but I still had that passion to help people. So that was what I did. And I actually ended up, it's been now 23 years I've been a nurse.
Wow.
And it's just amazing how time flies. It really is.
Thank you for your service doing that.
Oh, thank you. It's all about taking care of the patient, and that's what I'm all about. And that's actually one of the things that really inspired me to do the entrepreneurship, because I see how nurses are. We always put the patient first, and sometimes we forget about ourselves. I would say most of the time we forget about ourselves, and we don't. We always put our needs last and everything, and then we end up working a lot. So we're our family. There's so many divorces and stuff amongst nurses and everything. Just because you always put your work and others before yourself. And that's why, I'm doing what I'm doing, is because I finally came to that conclusion that I needed to put myself as a priority. So a lot of what I'm doing and what I've done is I got into a car accident in 2019. And my husband and I were on vacation in Florida, and we got into a car accident, both of us. And and I had just gotten a new job, a nursing job. And literally, like, I worked for a year and a half doing that job, that nursing job, just because I wouldn't worry about me. I wouldn't worry about me at all. So I was in pain. It wasn't affecting the job that I gave to my patients because I wouldn't let it. But I was in pain, chronic pain. Then COVID hit. So COVID hit, and for me, between the wake-up call from the car accident and the wake-up call of I actually got laid off my nursing job, I was like, okay, all right, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the best I can, but this is the time that I really want to try my hand at doing entrepreneurship. Oh my goodness. That next couple years was pretty crazy. Because I was trying and failed and tried and failed. It's a roller coaster.
I know.
Roller coaster.
But remember, you're further along than if you hadn't tried at all.
Exactly. And no, I don't regret any. I mean, I don't regret any of what I've done at all. None at all. I wish that things were easier, but that's part of my story. That's part of my story. It's part of who I am and who I can help and everything. So originally I had planned to do nursing courses. And that was going to be my first thing. But then because I decided to go back and get my coaching, so I got my life and health coaching. Because I did that, I decided I wanted to coach nurses.
Right.
Well, what was it? Because I had got laid off my job, I needed a break from nursing for a little bit. I just mentally needed to focus on Michelle. Who was Michelle? Michelle, she didn't exist. She was like last on the priority list. And
that happens with us.
Yes. But she was last on the priority list for 23 years. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a workaholic, and I mean, my last job, I worked 70 to 90 hours, and that's with a broken back.
My goodness.
So when I got laid off, they were just making cutbacks with COVID and all that. So when I got laid off, I just, I said, I got to take care of myself. I got to physically take care of myself. I got to mentally take care of myself. And if I don't, then something's going to happen.
And they say that you can't pour from an empty cup. We give and we give and we give. But we have to have our cup full too.
So that's why I decided to come up with Laughter Hills Network, because I needed something that was going to help me get out of bed every day. I may get emotional.
That's okay.
just so you know. But it was tough. It was tough to get out of bed every day for this couple of years. And but I did. And I did because Laughter Hills Network. It was a slow, crazy, rocky start. I have a Facebook group and everything, and I tried to do what I could do. And like I said, I had my bad days and my good days, and I tried to improve, grow, I all those things. And so I just kept going to different things, learning new things as much as I can. And then one day I went to this networking event because I specialize in also part of networking with the Laughter Hills Network. I met somebody who we started, we kept in touch as a group. We kept in touch as a group. And so we would meet, and there was another gal that I spoke with. So her and I in that group, one of the people in the group has over 25 years experience as a business entrepreneur, and works with small companies and everything. And so he basically talked with us, and he developed a program to help us. So there's a total of 4 of us, and that is what More Value Now is. The more stands for you get more value, and you get it now.
I love that.
And so he has so much that he offers, as like basically he's a coach also. And so what we end up doing is he teaches us strategies and everything. And so I've literally grown over the last 3-4 months now, and I know what needs to be done. And so I feel confident now. I mean, I felt confident back then, but it was a matter of, Laughter Hills means a lot to me. It really does. And it always will. And I still want to continue with that.
Yeah.
But I want to continue Laughter Hills Network as a network for women, as a community, to help support each other in getting their businesses up and running. But it's all about like relationship marketing, because with the way ChatGPT is coming out, now there's 2 things that are going to make the difference. Two. There's 2 things that are going to make the difference, and now it's all about relationships you have in collaborations you have with others. And it's all about how fast you do it. So that's why automation and having things in place and nurturing your clients makes all the difference. And these are things that he has taught us. And so More Value Now is an awesome group of there's 4 of us, different niches, and what we focus on, because we want to be able to help everybody, right? We always want to help everybody, but ultimately what it comes down to is we have to help ourselves first. And that's a hard thing to really get in your brain, because it really is. You want to help everybody. But if you help yourself, just like um, you know, our coach, just like him, literally, he can. You see what he's giving back now too. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So he's done over the 25 years. He's given back now. He's helping those that don't or can't, have had a hard time succeeding. And so that's really what I want to do. And so with my More Value Now, I help small businesses, and then with Be Magnificent, Strategic Solutions, that's for registered nurses or nurses or health. That's my niche.
Right.
But and that's small businesses, so that I can get them from 6 to 7 figures, and then so basically I do those two, and then Laughter Hills Network is going to be a network for female entrepreneurs, a community, and the different services and education and courses and things that I can give for female entrepreneurs. That's what Laughter Hills Network is. And so there's not, I would say that within the next couple months, it's going to be amazing in that group.
Yeah.
So just because the last 3 months I've been going through a lot of training, and I'm totally a different person now. I'm excited. For me to get up at 6 o'clock every morning to meet with my group for almost 2 hours, and actually that's funny, talking about self-care and all that, that actually is my time. That's my best time. So I really get a lot out of it, and I'm very thankful and grateful for him to do what he's doing, plus also my team, and when it comes down to, people don't realize that teams are going to become more and more important, because if you don't have somebody helping you out, then you can't do everything by yourself. You can't specialize in everything. It's just amazing. So I'm just so excited at the future right this very moment.
I'm excited.
I'm now on Twitter.
Yay!
And I'm on LinkedIn also, but I'm on Facebook. Facebook's a little behind right this moment because I've been focusing a lot on learning how to do Twitter. I knew a little bit about LinkedIn, but things are getting a lot better on LinkedIn too. Yeah. So, and Facebook will be, because I had to decide what I wanted to do. And I think having a community is going to be the most important thing, because then I can help support more people, and they help support each other too. Yeah, it's just like, Wanda, you're in my community. Remember, right now it's very small, but we're getting bigger. So actually, what my plan is to do is I do have a Facebook group called it's called Savvy Habits Society. I'm going to be transferring. It's going to be like the midway, but I'm going to actually invite everybody over into the other group. Okay. And so that we have people in that group, and we have different levels. Right. So you see what I'm saying? So
are you going to monetize it then?
Yeah, I am, but I have started actually. Okay. I know you and I, we worked out an agreement, back then, because, you have to leverage, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to leverage. You can't, there's certain things that people are specialty in, and there's certain things that people are not specialty in.
Yep.
And so you have to leverage, and that's the way I look at it. But you also have to make sure you're in a place to leverage too.
Yeah.
Because I, for myself, was giving and giving to others, but then I needed to make sure that I needed things to get done. So it's a long story and everything, but I think ultimately I had too many things going with everything with the Laughter Hills Network. And I think ultimately, if I have it all in one group, it's going to be the best thing. And so having that, and then having my group with more value now, and then my Be Magnificent strategic solutions for nursing small businesses. That is that. So
it's commercial break, and we'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Volusia Businesswomen. Join us for virtual networking. We're inviting all of our Volusia businesswomen the second Saturday of each month at 9 a.m. We're going to be live. We're offering a free treat exclusively for Volusia Businesswomen members. So send an email to volusiabusinesswomen@gmail.com to receive the link. And do join Angie B and myself for virtual networking. It's Volusia Businesswomen. We're stronger together.
Worthy women who are of the righteous. The new book coming soon from visionary Chi Smith and Maisha Barnett. Devotional categories include business, grief, finances, health and wellness, relationships, parenting, mental illness, aging and caregiving, and so much more. Published by Barnett Publishing, featuring stories from Sister Sheree Jenkins, Sister Iris Wright, Sister Monique Pompey, Sister Jacqueline Rosier, Sister Sherelle Palmer, and Sister Erica Peterson. Worthy women who are of the righteous. Devotional coming soon. Audiobook produced by Angie B Productions and narrated by me, the Queen Bee, Evangelist Angie B.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm welcoming Michelle back so we can interview her some more.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to be part of that book, by the way. I'm just not in there yet. Yeah.
Well, can I tell you that I actually have a book out too?
Oh, you do? Tell me about it.
Yeah. It's called Unleash Her. And it's actually got my story in it about what I talked about regarding how I had the car accident and all that stuff. in there, and it talks about Laughter Hills Network and stuff. So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
so I'm excited about that too, and
Oh, yay.
but
Is-
I hope I hope that makes people understand that all of us have, we all have our stories.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. So, who are your customers? Clients,
Okay.
maybe clients, right?
So with Laughter Hills Network, this is going to be female entrepreneurs, anybody pretty much. Now, when I say anybody, it is most likely the females between 25 and probably 50-ish. And I know that's variety, but anybody that wants to have fun and go to networking events and wants to have courses that are part of their membership. I will be offering lots and lots of classes, because what I learned from about the being a growth expert and empowerment, I plan to use that in that group also. So they are going to get a lot of value. Of course, it's going to be at that level of where they're at compared to small businesses. But, I want to make a difference. And then also just the fact that having a supportive group of women together and socializing and helping each other. I want to be able to use your services and you use mine, and Sally uses Jenny's and Jenny uses Sally's. You know what I'm saying? So that's my goal with Laughter Hills Network. I just want to have fun. I want to be able to, have people to learn and, want to come back, want to have their area, and then, help them grow. So that's my Laughter Hills Network. And with More Value Now, we focus on small businesses. And we want to, our motto is we want to improve 1% each day, or 37% in a year. And that's a lot.
Oh yeah, that is a lot.
That is a lot. And we do it, and we do it now. So we have a good group of women that do that. And of course, we couldn't do it without our Conrad. He's our head team leader. So, because he's the one that's taught us all this stuff. So, and we wouldn't be able to be here or do any of this without him. So, and he's like the person that has taught us what we know, and he's been there, done that, and done it until it was done right. That's Conrad.
I love it. That's great. And now, do you recall a specific aha moment that led you to the launch of your business? Whichever one you want to talk about.
Well, I think with Laughter Hills Network, it was basically, I needed something to keep me going.
Yeah.
Originally it was nursing education, and I was just going to focus on nursing stuff, but I needed to get away from nursing for a little bit. I went to a class the other day, and, how do I say this? Sometimes you just need a break. And I found out that someone had taken 3 years off too. She was a nurse. And then she came back and she just entrepreneur. I mean, she's amazing what she's accomplished. So, you know, I think it's all about, you know, getting refreshed again, you know, getting renewed. And it's not even, maybe it's not about you finding who you are like it was for me, and putting myself and everything under as a priority, but it's getting, it's like going on vacation. I'm not saying it's vacation, believe me, because it was a lot of trials, I'll just put it that way.
Yes.
For those 3 years. And but literally it was something that I believe needed to be done.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because if you would have stayed there, then you wouldn't be where you are now. And the different, you know, because I know that I was with a corporate entity for a really long time, and they were awful. And I'm so glad I left. I was there for 13 and a half years. They're no longer in business, and I'm not sad about it. So I know what it's, I can imagine what my life would have been like if I would have stayed there all this time. I would have been so miserable. You know, but, you know, because I started mine with the magazines over 9 years ago. So I know what it means. And I've had a roller coaster ride. It's like strap on, buckle up, put your little hat on, and we're going for a train ride. Let's do it.
Yeah, Darren Hardy and the roller coaster. He's got a course that's called the, what is it called? The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster, I believe is what it's called. It's like a course. And that was several. That's actually how I learned about entrepreneurship and everything, was Darren Hardy. And then, you know, just more and more, and Tony Robbins and all that stuff. And because I used to, I was a travel nurse. Like literally I traveled all over South Texas, doing infusions and stuff. And so I was in the car a lot. And I would always listen to these self-development things. And that's because I didn't grow up that way. I mean, I'm not saying my parents weren't my parents are awesome, but you know, it just wasn't out there. I mean, we knew who Tony Robbins was, kind of, but it just wasn't out there.
Right.
So
Tony Robbins is amazing. And in fact, I don't know if you've seen the movie Shallow Hal, where Jack Black's the star and Gwyneth Paltrow, and he does that kind of like mind thing to him. So he's like finds the inner beauty on their outer. And I'm like, that's genius. Because I am all about, I mean, sure, people can be good looking and pretty, but I like their insights, you know, like how they think and how they feel and how they act and how they talk. It's like the older I get, the more I enjoy that part of a person more. Do you know what I mean? And so that movie was like a big wake-up call for people. Like, you could be beautiful on the inside and maybe not as pretty on the outside, but your insides makes you more beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know I'm being squishy right now. Squishy with my feelings.
Well, you know, ultimately, me being a health coach and being a nurse also, you know, I tend to analyze everything.
Yes.
But, you know, I myself have struggled with my weight all my life too. So, I have had a couple surgeries. But believe it or not, like, I am not diabetic or anything like that. I do have weight to lose, but my weight is caused from the stress in my life.
Yep.
You know, the stress of not getting enough sleep, you know, the stress of dieting over and over, you know. And then there's so many stresses. granted, there's times that I didn't eat the right things and all that stuff. But I told myself when the time is right, the weight's going to come off. And I know recently, the less stress that I'm getting, the more the weight's coming off.
Yeah, because it's like mine comes from childhood.
Yeah.
We weren't given enough food. We sometimes had no food. We sometimes only had the food that you got at school, and it was just at lunch. And so, like mine and my brother's, one brother. I only have one brother, but hi, Pat. I know he's not watching, but I'm going to say hi anyway. It makes it now as an adult where food is my comfort. I have to have food around the house all the time. Every cupboard has to be full. We can't be out of anything. And, it's my happy. That's what I say. Food is my happy. So I understand what you mean.
Yeah. And they're finding out. I just was doing some research. It was on YouTube actually, and I looked at something, and there's this new. I never really got into intermittent fasting, but they're finding out that if you combine ketosis type of, and it has to be under a doctor or nurse practitioner type of thing, but they're finding out that you need to change from one thing to the other. You like staying consistent, you're plateauing all the time. Ultimately it comes down to the cavemen. You know what I'm saying? It's like eating whole, and it's about, how did they eat? That's how our bodies are ultimately made. And we've gotten so much processed stuff that caused a lot of inflammation, arthritis and things like that.
Yeah, I hear you. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and I'm a diabetic from my mother and my grandma. And my brother, he's like, I'm just going to eat like I'm a diabetic, and then I won't become diabetic. And he lost like 100 pounds doing that. I'm like,
Yeah, it's amazing. And that's it just depends on, I'm not sure exactly what he ate, but so I told myself, I said, when things get, less stress, then I can really focus. So I'm going to be most likely I'm going to check out that, I think his name is Dr. Jason Fung or something like that. He's got some like diet code. Here I'm talking about a book that I just seen it last night. But the diet code, and the cool thing I like about it is he talked about the fact that cancer actually was caused, some of the cancers and stuff that we're getting were caused. He was talking about all that stuff and how the different foods and stuff we eat cause cancer. So
wow.
I mean, these are things that, I would love to share with people that I've learned. It's not that I'm directing people one way or the other, but just kind of notifying them, letting them know what is out there,
Right. You're going to have to, after we're done with this, type to me on Facebook what that book is, because I want to read it.
I was really amazed about the cancer part.
Yeah.
But he's got like 3 books. I think one of them is about diabetes. He's actually a nephrologist, so he deals with all that stuff because nephrology issues are from diabetes.
Right.
So, and cancer ultimately is caused from diabetes, and I mean it's GI and all those kind of issues. So,
right. Yeah. Wow, that's really interesting because I haven't heard that food causes cancer. Certain foods, I haven't heard that.
It's not necessarily certain foods, it's the way. Okay, so people tend to get like stomach cancer and GI cancer, like colon cancer and things like that. They ultimately, if they're not getting the right nutrients and everything, their abnormal cells grow. I mean, I'm not a scientist. My husband's a scientist, okay? I'm not the scientist. And ultimately, he talks about in the book about how there's a genetic code and about some of it's heredity and others environmental. So ultimately he talks about the difference, and you have to have the perfect storm basically to get it. Not everybody gets it, but your environment is your foods and stuff. And if you already have that gene and everything, then so
yeah, I've heard eating whole foods is really good for you.
Yeah, but I found out something interesting the other day.
What?
I found out that organic doesn't mean that it doesn't have pesticides and stuff. It just has, it still does have pesticides, but it's, I think it was safer pesticides or something. It was, yes, I know, it's crazy. Just when you think you're eating right, it's like pretty soon we're going to all be having garden in our backyard.
Right. I want to make sure we have time to talk about your offer. So you want to tell us about your offer?
Oh, so More Value Now, we're offering a special for a year of coaching.
Wow.
Yes, a year of coaching. And for anyone who goes to this website, the coaching is it is $12.97 for the year of coaching, and we do have a 30-day money back guarantee for this. Primarily is for growing businesses or businesses that are looking to they have specific issues and things like that they need to address. And you can like I said, it's 100% money back guaranteed before your first time that you come in, but it's a year of business coaching for your business.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's a great price.
It is really amazing. But it is definitely worth it. We want to be able to help people, and
I love that.
For $12.97, it's $12,997.
Okay, because I was going $1,200. Woo woo! But $12,000 is a great deal too for a whole year.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Now they are sessions, and then you do have homework, and there's a session you have to complete your homework and stuff like that. But it's a very good program,
Awesome.
And good business coaching. So I'd love to see people jump on it, because it's a really good deal.
Right. That is a really good deal. Love that. Let's see here. What really motivates you to jump out of the bed every morning?
Just the fact that I can make a difference in other people's lives. And I think that, I don't think, I know that the more people I help, the more people I'm ultimately helping, because they're able to impact those other lives. And my goal is for me and my husband to be able to not work as hard, and have a happy, healthy life. And then I want to give back. I want to help and be there for others also. But I do have to take care of myself first, which is so hard.
It is hard.
It's so hard to not put someone else first all the time. But that all my life, and my parents taught me that. And it's not that they were bad, but that was the way they were taught. And my parents actually were foster parents. So we had kids that came in. I think they had over 1,000 in the 20 years that they did foster care and stuff.
Wow,
so,
that's a lot of kids.
Yeah,
that's a work of love. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
You got to be
sure.
very loving and caring to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that. Okay, so what sets your business apart, and what unique need are you filling for your clients?
So, with the Laughter Hills Network, it would be learning or teaching and learning the things that I've learned to help them with their businesses, and also have fun in doing it, because ultimately our brain remembers things that are fun. Like the other night, I just got to tell you, because the other night I played that game, Hands Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Hands.
Okay.
Cards Against Humanity. And oh my gosh, it was so fun. It was
Did you laugh really hard?
Yes, I laughed really hard. Everybody did. It was two couples, my husband and I and another couple, and we just laughed and laughed. And it was so funny because the next morning I was in such a good mood. So I'm like, Michelle, you got to do that more.
Yes.
So laughter really does make a big difference. And then with the More Value Now, so what I'm doing with the More Value Now is we focus on small businesses, and we have a team that does it. And then, so if one of us can't do it, the other ones can. So that's one of the things that's really important about More Value Now. And the Be Magnificent is focused on nurse businesses.
Right.
And that right there is an area of specialty, to make sure that everything is going to be done the right way, because there's regulations and there's all sorts of things that you have to do. And I will be I'm actually becoming a CE provider, which will give them extra classes and stuff, so that are mandatory from the states to keep their licensures and stuff. So yes, it's just amazing. I mean, I'm just so thankful and grateful every day for More Value, really helping me see everything in a different light. And I can't wait to get Laughter Hills Network up and running and everything. So, but definitely I know things aren't, social medias and stuff aren't beautiful right this very second, but sign up for these newsletters, the women entrepreneurs and small businesses. So women entrepreneurs for Laughter Hills Network, More Value Now for small businesses, and Be Magnificent for nurse-owned businesses. And if you have any questions whatsoever, my name, my email is michelle@morevalue.com.
Perfect.
Perfect. And the offer, check it out. You won't.
Yes, you
will
can't beat
not
that.
be disappointed. You will not be disappointed.
You won't, and
It
you won't,
goes
and that's
over
a great price
everything.
point.
It goes over everything. So definitely, you know, there's a 30-day money back guarantee. So you get your money back.
Awesome. Well, it was wonderful having you as a guest. I hope to have you back again in the future.
Can't wait.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Wanda.
All right. You have a wonderful day.
All right. You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Miracles, miracles, signs and wonders. Miracles, miracles. Yo, they gon' follow me. I've been on my P's and Q's. I paid my dues, even when I had no following. These demons bothered me, had me all in my feelings, thinking I won't achieve my dreams, but they all lied to me. Now they all bow to me. Call out the name of Jesus and they run trembling. They know I mean business and it's my Father's G. Yes, I speak honestly. They want no part of me. They got no heart, they weak. I walk in my authority. Miracles, miracles, signs and wonders. Miracles, 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 miracles. You'll be free. Be healed, be still, and know I'm God, yeah, He's real. Can you feel Him? Can you hear Him? He's speaking loud and clear, just come near. Draw close to God and He'll draw close to you. His word is true. Take my hand, cause I am living proof. He loves you through it all, He's here to comfort you. He knows the truth, and truth is, He made you beautiful. Devil, you loose these people now, cause I am through with you. The blood of Jesus, I'm pleading, now you gon' follow suit. And you gon' leave here right now, Satan, the Lord rebuke you. Lift up your hands here right now, receive the truth, His love abide in you too. You'll be free, and be healed. Be still, and know I'm God, yeah, He's real. Can you feel Him? Can you hear Him? He's speaking loud and clear, just come near. So be free and be healed. Be still and know I'm God, yeah, He's real. Can you feel Him? Can you hear Him? He's speaking loud and clear, just come near. Miracles, 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 signs and wonders. Miracles, 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 Yo, they gon' follow me. So they gon' follow